Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and I'm showing you the chart once again in this video for a reason. And we're sitting here at the time I'm making this video just under 60 cents. And the reason I'm showing you this is because people are now saying XRP is in a bull market. XRP finally pumps and enters bull market. I am not going to get excited around XRP until we break past 75 cents. Once we clear 75 cents, I will be very excited for XRP. Right now, I think what's pushing the price upward is hype and the Bitcoin ETF news, plus all the talk about an XRP ETF coming next. That's what's driving the price of XRP right now. However, if Ripple and the SEC came to some sort of agreement and that case ended right now, we would definitely be in a bull market for XRP. The price would absolutely take off. And I still think that's going to be the next big catalyst. Ripple CEO confirms no IPO soon as Ripple to buy back 285 million of its shares. I gotta remind you once again, Ripple is not buying back XRP. They're buying back Ripple shares. And this is what Brad had to say about an IPO. Meanwhile, Garlinghouse, while talking to Reuters, dismissed speculations that the planned buyback is part of Ripple's efforts to go public in the United States. According to the Reuters report, Garlinghouse emphasized that the company does not plan on making such a move anytime soon, citing regulatory uncertainty. They're never going to announce an IPO while they're still tied up with the SEC. Maybe Brad is even looking for a clearer path forward for crypto in the United States. Maybe he's waiting on Congress to do something. But I don't think we'll see that until at least the end of this year. Now, this was a bit low, and I honestly don't like this at all. Greenpeace continues to spread lies about Bitcoin, paid for by 5 million petrodollars in lobbying money from Ripple Executive Chairman Chris Larsen. And this is the article that they put out. New Bitcoin ETFs will make it easier to invest in climate destruction. I am not a fan of climate change. That whole agenda to me is not even it's a non-starter for me. And I even think that the carbon credits that they're always talking about is nothing more than a tax on us in the future. And that's why I invest in XRP, because I want to get rich from this climate change agenda, because it seems like there's no end to it at this point. Every country's going in this direction, but there was no reason to put out this article at all. I think it was petty and uncalled for. As other institutions eagerly embrace spot Bitcoin ETFs, Vanguard decides to restrict customer access. Vanguard, a major player in the investment management industry with over $7 trillion in assets, has taken a surprising stance by blocking customer access to spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds. According to multiple reports, the move comes as a notable deviation from the growing trend of institutional interest and adoption of Bitcoin-related financial products. Now, when I first seen this, I thought to myself, where have I heard Vanguard before when we're talking about crypto? And Johnny Deaton pointed it out. Vanguard manages 90% of Gensler's personal fortune worth $120 million. During his first 18 months as chairman, he met 7 times with Vanguard. So what is Gary talking about to Vanguard behind closed doors? That's what makes me wonder. And you know, right now, there's so much hype around these Bitcoin ETFs. I see people saying, I just dumped my entire 401k into a Bitcoin ETF. I just dumped my retirement in. All this money is pouring in. And I'm not a fan of Bitcoin, and I hope this ends well for every Bitcoin holder out there. I hope every retail Bitcoin investor makes a pile of money. I even hope the Bitcoin maxis make a pile of money off of this. But things have me wondering on where we go from here, because something just doesn't look right to me. And I never trusted BlackRock, not even from day one. I always said they're going to be a Trojan horse for Bitcoin. I said that multiple times. And it's not just Vanguard running from this. It's also Bank of America owned Merrill Lynch joins Vanguard in denying customers access to spot Bitcoin ETFs. But this is how they talk about Ripple. Ripple is an exception. Bank of America recognizes the transformative power of technology in facilitating real-time payments. Bank of America praises Ripple for impact on cross-border payments. And I still think Bank of America is working with Ripple even until today. But I worry about what comes next. And this even has Elizabeth Warren ranting once again. Senator Elizabeth Warren takes to X to express her dissent at the close of Bitcoin ETF trading day one. And now she's pushing that anti-money laundering act once again. And I said to myself, we are going to see crypto regulations this year. I think that this is the year we're going to absolutely see it, because we're already seeing it push ahead over in the UK right now. And we're seeing it in other countries as well. And it makes a lot of sense for me that the US is going to push in that direction. I think it's going to happen sometime in the fall, maybe right before the elections. Who knows? And then there's this, King Valix. And I want to give a shout out to this guy because, every day he puts up with so much bullshit all over X. And all he's trying to do is warn people. He's trying to make people think, put away the hype, and actually think about their next step as far as putting all their money into a Bitcoin ETF, or maybe dumping all their money into Bitcoin. Get ready for Bitcoin to be deemed a digital security traded on the one and only XRP ledger for tokenization. Guess what, fools? XRP Ledger is fully exchangeable to any currency, commodity, and asset. Even Larry Fink said it. Next gen of securities is tokenization. And this is exactly what BlackRock said. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, has warned in its latest spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund filing update of the potential for Bitcoin to be classified as a security by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, state regulators, or court rulings. If a digital asset is determined or asserted to be a security, it is likely to become difficult or impossible for the digital asset to be traded, cleared, or custodied in the United States through the same channels used by non-security digital assets, BlackRock cautioned. So they already knew that this could possibly happen in the future. Is that why Vanguard is turning their back on Bitcoin ETFs? Is that why Bank of America and Merrill Lynch also turning their back on Bitcoin ETFs? That's the big question. And how will that affect the price of Bitcoin? Especially if it's deemed a security. Think about it. The price will definitely plummet. People will pull their money out so quick. And then BlackRock swoops in and swallows up all that Bitcoin. That could be a possible end to Bitcoin moving forward. Who knows? I'm just giving you my opinion and my thoughts on this. And I'm speculating still. But it's the things you got to think about when you're putting all your money into something. The XRP community was telling others 4 to 5 years ago that CBDCs were coming. But no one listened and told us that we were crazy. Now everyone is talking about it. And we are only waiting for one more act. And is the CBDCs on the XRP ledger. We were 100% right. And you know, I mentioned this time and time again in multiple videos. If you go back to 2020, 2019, and you talked about CBDCs back then, people thought you were absolutely crazy. People said those are decades away. Here we are in 2023, and things look a lot different. We were right all along. XRP holders, flip the switch moment is here. All trails, beta testing, and case studies are finished with the Ripple team. It's time to go full live with XRP, accumulating. You know, I just did a video today, and I talked about that transition into the quantum financial system, now that the BIS is talking about it. And I talked about how everybody's talking about Bitcoin being the biggest distraction of what's going on in the background. And honestly, I think we are so close to that flip of the switch moment. I think it could possibly happen this year, especially with ISO going live. Bank of International Settlements, Project Leap, successfully established a quantum-safe communication environment. There's big challenge to complete the transition of the entire financial system, the quantum-resistant cryptography, and help maintain the privacy and integrity of all the financial transactions. It was definitely worth a mention again, because people keep saying this is not real. That quantum financial system isn't coming. They're going to fix this current system, and people are just getting it wrong. It's the same people that tried to convince you that Bitcoin was going to be part of the new financial system. They tried to convince you that they're going to use Bitcoin for transactions in the future. Even El Salvador, when they hail El Salvador as being game-changing for Bitcoin, Bitcoin's running on the Algorand rails. It's going to run on the XRP rails. It's going to run on the Stellar rails. It's going to run on the Hedera rails. That's what's going to fix Bitcoin. That's what's going to keep Bitcoin relevant into the future, and nothing else, because it has no utility by itself. Invest in what has utility. That's how you could make the right choices with the rise of the new financial system. It's how you will make the right choices going into the fourth and fifth industrial revolution, which is happening right now. And they're already saying AI is going to be the next big thing. And we're already seeing that happen as well. And I still think Ripple's going to push very big in that direction. But you know, you're not too late. When you look at the price of XRP sitting here around 60 cents, you're not too late. Even if XRP is at $1, you're still not too late compared to where it's going. And you know, when I make videos about XRP, I try to show you what you're holding. I try to show the people that are here for the get-rich-quick scheme that they think XRP is. I try to show them and convince them on what they're holding, so they don't sell this asset too soon, so they get their financial freedom. Because that's what this is all about for me. I want to get rich with all of you. I want every single one of you to walk out of this space never having to work a 9-to-5 ever again. And you can do it by investing in the right way. Avoid all the hype that's out there right now. All the hype is Bitcoin, 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 everywhere you look. And in the background, countries are pushing ahead into the digital age at the same time. Where do you think the big play is? It's in these ISO cryptocurrencies. But until it all happens, you got to stay patient and stay positive so we can all get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.